Hey friends, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to be making a beautiful halter neck top and palazzo trouser for a 6-year-old girl. This is very easy to make. I have broken down the process in a way that anyone can follow and achieve same results. Now before you go ahead and download this video, please help me and watch to at least 5 minutes to help build my watch hour. For the trouser, we'll fold 2 pieces of fabric. On fold here, I have 30 inches length, 11 inches wide. So I'm marking out 2 inches for the waistband. So this is measurement for the waistband. For the knee length, I'll use 13 inches. So it's necessary to mark out the knee. For the wideness of the trouser, I'll use 9 inches. So I'll mark 9 inches on the waistline. Then for the crotch deepness, I'll use 9 inches. So I'll come down from the waist by 9 inches and then mark 9 inches on that point. I will extend it by 1.5 inches to create the crotch curve like so. Now on this knee part, I'll come in by 1.2 here. So the 9 inches mark is here. I'll come in by 1 inch. Sorry, let's measure the crotch depth. 9 inches. So connect from that point. Okay, so I'll stitch the center. Like so. So first we'll stitch the center. We'll join the side. So after joining the sides, I've already hemmed the bottom part. I've hemmed the border. Okay, so we'll put it together again, and we are going to close the under. That is the cross side. Alright, so next thing I'll do is to fold the waist. I'll fold the waist to create the space for the band. Okay, I have closed the waist. I left an opening here where I'll be passing the elastic through. So this is the elastic that I'll be using for the waist. I cut it at 20 inches long. It is 20 inches long, and I'm going to be passing it in with this pin. So I'll put it right here and then push it in from the opening that I have here. So the elastic is out. I'm going to stitch them together. Okay, so now I'm going to close the opening. I'll just go and iron it properly. This piece of fabric is for the front part of the top. So I'll fold it into two. The length is 18 inches and on fold it is 9 inches. For the shoulder, I'll mark 4.5. For the armhole, I will mark 4 inches. Here, I'll mark 8.5 inches. So I'll create a curve here to create an armhole curve. At the side here, I will go up by 4 inches. Fabric piece for the back part. The length for the back part of the top is 14 inches. Since we cut off 4 inches from the side of the top so that the sides are going to match. So I'll place the front part on top of the back part and use it to trace out the armhole shape. Now the back part is going to have a slit opening at the back, at the center back, because this fabric is not stretchy. Okay, so because it's not stretchy, we'll be slitting the back part open so that the head is able to pass through. So I'll open it down to 3 inches. Alright, so I'll be stitching the armhole as well as the front piece. So I'll use this bias strip that I cut out and I'm going to place it from the wrong side and stitch. When turning with the bias on the armhole, you have to keep twisting the bias to the angle of the armhole, okay? Not the top. You're just going to be bending the bias to, follow the curve. Alright, now fold it towards the right side and top stitch. Okay. So we'll repeat the same thing on this part. First drying the side. Okay. So we are done joining the side of the top. What to do next is to go and draft the collar. So let's cut the collar now. So this is for the collar. So the fabric for the collar is 13.5 inches long and 22 inches wide. So we are going to be fold into two. Sorry, fold into two. Make another fold, then another fold. We are going to be having we are going to be taking measurement from this angle. We want to get two full circles. So for the opening of the neckline, I will use 2 inches. So I'll measure 2 inches round. For the collar length, how wide I want it, I'll measure 2.2. Okay, so cut it. So here's what I have. I have 2 circles. I'm going to iron gum stay on it to make it firm. So this is the collar. I iron gum on 2 of them because the fabric is light, so I want it to be stable. Alright, so I'm going to use one as a lining to turn the other. I'll just place them together. Stitch this side. Okay, so I'll go and iron this properly, and while ironing, I'm going to fold in this opening. I'll fold it in by half of an inch and iron it down. The opening for the front and the back as well. I'll fold it in by half of an inch and press it down so it will be easy to attach to the neckline. So I have ironed the collar, and this is what it looks like at this point. This is the back opening, and this is the front opening. So like I said, I ironed in 1/2 inch to make it easy to fix on the neckline. So this is the top. I'm going to tuck in the front part to the front part and pin it down. Tuck it in by 1/2 inch. Oh, Jesus. So I'm just going to make a top stitch round. I'm done stitching the collar to the neckline. Okay, so the top is basically ready. What it looks like. This is the back side. What it looks like. So I'll just attach a press button to this side to be able to hold it together.